Verse number 44. O my goddess, Srimati, will you kindly accept me as your maidservant, as you madly go out to meet Shyam, by allowing me to carry nice perfumes, garlands, and a box with fresh betel leaves mixed with fresh camphor and cloves. Oh my goddess, Sri Radhika, will you kindly accept me as your maidservant, as you madly go out to meet Shyam, by allowing me to carry nice perfumes, garlands, and a box mixed with fresh betel leaves, camphor and cloves. Commentary. Sri Rupa Goswami defines this Unmad Das, or state of madness, as follows in his Ujjwal Nilamani. That bewilderment which causes one to be absorbed in thoughts of the beloved, always and everywhere, is called Unmad. So again, that bewilderment which causes one to be absorbed in thoughts of the beloved, always and everywhere, is called Unmad.
So Gurudev, we have to become like this, right? This Unmad, because you were mentioning, I think yesterday morning, you said that I can check myself how my dreams are if my smaran is really successful. So to always think of Swamini, to always feel close to her, that is some kind of madness. Otherwise, without intensity, I cannot imagine it will ever happen.
When my sarup will be fixed, this will happen. Without sarup fixing, Unmad cannot be. Like fixing the relation in the, even in the material world, nobody become mad for it. We need relation. We need our sarup, identification. We are mad. Relation make you to think that. Non-stop thinking. Madness, I had not tried, but you are coming in my mind.
It's natural.
And this is a balatmas. I want to think other thing, but you come into my mind. When we are materially madness, material thing comes. Crazy madness, crazy thing will come. When material things become deep madness, people become psychological sick. And when it's spiritual madness, They become also little crazy, but it's a divine craziness. Craziness. They don't see others.
That bewilderment which causes one to be absorbed in thoughts of the beloved, always and everywhere, is called unmad. Day and night, in dreams or in wakefulness, the form of Shyam appears in my heart. Sri Chandida sings, just to see my lover, I will become a yogini and wear an earring on one ear. I will go from district to district, looking for my lover, and I will ask everyone about his whereabouts. I will stop eating and put on saffron dress, just like a yogini. In this way, I will go to meet Shyam Sundar like a mad woman. These are the strong feelings of Srimati Radharani. And this is how Sriman Mahaprabhu experienced it with Swarup Damodar and Roy Ramananda at Jagannath Puri. Srila Rupa Goswami colorfully depicts this Purvarag Das, means beginnings of love, in his play Vidakta Madhav. Sri Vishaka Devi, seeing that Sri Radhika's mind is elsewhere, shows her a picture she made of Shyam Sundar. The loving madness that Radhika entered into after seeing this picture is truly unrivaled in the kingdom of love. That loving madness that Radhika entered into after seeing this picture is truly unrivaled in the kingdom of love. Seeing Radhika's condition, her grandmother Mukara told the Brahma girl Nandimukhi, "Oh, Nandimukhi, in dreams or in wakefulness, this lotus-eyed Radha constantly says, I don't need this garland, which is stained by cruel bees. I'm a young girl. Am I to be ridiculed by you? Quickly get off my yard." Speaking such bad words, she spends days and nights with great difficulty. When Srimati's two dearest friends, Lalita and Vishaka. Ask her what's the matter with her. She replies, "Oh friend, a young boy whose bodily luster is as beautiful as an emerald, and who wears a peacock feather on his head, came out of his own picture." Srimati's voice chokes, and her two friends are amazed and speechless. Srimati becomes calm again and says, "When that young boy slightly smiled at me and cast a glance at me, I became completely mad, and I felt that the moon had become as hot as fire, and that the fire has become as cool as the moon." The Sakis were amazed again and asked, "Was this maybe a dream?" Srimati answers, "Oh friends, whether I saw it in a dream or in wakefulness, in the day or at night, I don't know anything anymore, because I'm completely inundated by the streams of bluish nectar oozing from this effulgent moon. And this has completely agitated my heart. If Shira was already maddened simply by seeing a picture of Krishna, who can then describe how she will float on the waves of Rasika madness when she directly touches Krishna's form, qualities, and pastimes? The maidservant follows Prem Pagalini, means Radha who is mad with love, carrying nice perfumes, most fragrant garlands of jasmine flowers, and a box of betel leaves mixed with cloves and camphor. Afraid that in the rush Srimati will hurt her feet, that are as soft as butter, the maidservant says, "Oh, Adishwari, my queen, don't leave me behind here. Go a little slower. I'm your Anuchari, your follower or maidservant. Go at such speed that I will be able to follow you. Take this pitiful maidservant with you. I cannot run so fast." because I'm carrying all this paraphernalia for your service with me. Thus ends commentary of verse 44. So verse 45. O Sri Radhika, glory to your adolescent, which is beautified by your newly sprouted round bud-like breasts that steal the mind of enchanting Krishna. And glory to your hips that are widened by Rasika qualities. O Sri Radhike, glory to your adolescent, which is beautified by your newly sprouted, round, bud-like breasts that steal the mind of enchanting Krishna. And glorify to your hips that are widened by Rasika qualities. Commentary. Eager Radhika now approaches a kunj where the prince of Braj is waiting for her. Srimati, who is in the beginning of youth, says, Saki, don't take me to that kunj. I'm a young girl. I'm not ready yet to give pleasure to a man. I don't have the right age and the right mood yet. But the maidservants encourages Srimati and praises her youthful beauty. And knowing that Srimati is only interested in Krishna's happiness, she also glorifies Krishna's enchanting youthful beauty. Srila Rupa Goswami writes in Ujjwal Nilaman, during the age of fresh youth, a girl's breasts are protruding slightly. She has restless eyes and a slight smile, and little to be seen of her moods. Knowing that Sri Radhika lives only for Krishna's pleasure, the maidservant says, O Radhe, your fresh youthful beauty enchants even the world enchanter Krishna. Your beautiful, freshly arising breasts are very much desired by Shyam Sundar. And the beauty of your hips is increased by your tasty qualities.
Loudly, quite much.
I'm reading again, huh?
No, take different mic.
No, it's okay.
This mic is not clear. I need loud.
During the age of fresh youth, a girl's breasts are protruding slightly as she has restless eyes and a slight smile, and little to be seen of her moods. Knowing that Sri Radhika lives only for Krishna's pleasure, the maidservant says, "O Radhe, your fresh youthful beauty enchants even the world's enchanter Krishna. Your beautiful, freshly arising breasts are very much desired by Shyam Sundar, and the beauty of your hips is increased by your tasty qualities." They will crush the mind of Rasmaya, Krishna, who is full of spiritual flavor. O Radhe, don't be afraid. You are Krishna Aradhika, the worshipper of Krishna. Your sweet heart and mind are now likened to be sweetness, or are now likened to the sweetness of your fresh, youthful beauty. Go on to the Kunj. Let your adolescence be useful in the company of your heart's lover. Yet let your sweet adolescence reign supremely.
So Gurudev, this is also quite amazing that Srimati Radhika is showing some, due to her feelings of very young, not so experienced Nayaka, she is showing some insecurity, and the maidservant is encouraging. Because usually the maidservant will follow the feelings of Srimati Radhika. She will also show same mood, but in this case, Srimati Radhika takes advice from the maidservant.
Confidence.
Encourage. Because maybe maidservant knows that Srimati Radhika is insecure, but she wants to meet her Mohan, right? So she encourages her so that she will become more safe and more confident.
Right.
So this is the beginning of the Kishora age of Radhika, which is very nicely described on her bodily features, how they are slowly started to develop her breasts, her lips, and she's in that age when all emotions are still very tender, vulnerable, and Manjari is supporting, like you said, knowing that she's a little bit afraid, like a young girl who's supposed to come to the boy and give him a pleasure, And we can see also here that this kind of bodily form in the beginning of the age of Kishora is also important for this Madhurya Ras. And it's not that every form will bring Krishna to such kind of madness. So Radhika has to be in this Kishora age to give the pleasure to Kishori. Then Madhurya Ras can start. And this Kishore age, as I remember, it has these three kinds of level of age, up to 14 for Radhika and 15 for Krishna. But in each state of that age is different psychological, different emotions are developing, and different bodily signs, let's say. So it's in the verse it's written actually the Radhika's breasts, Radhika's hips, yeah. So this is very nice for meditation, I think.
I think it is the same point that we had yesterday, or that you mentioned, that really inspired me, that when relationships become close, actually, is when I give myself fully to you. So not only the maidservant is giving herself fully to Swamini, that we can easily maybe feel, because we want to feel like that, we want to aspire to surrender. But how Srimati Radhika is giving herself to the maidservant, that's even more amazing. Because she becomes so vulnerable, she shows her vulnerability, she shows her insecurity. A maidservant is, that is the Nara Lila, like you always say, Gurudev, Nara, but this is human-like. And being here in Vrindavan with Gurudev now for 2 months or so, I just want to share also that I feel similar, that Gurudev, now in your old age, so-called old age, you also give us the chance, you give yourself completely to us. You are accepting all kinds of services, you show also your vulnerability, and you give us so many possibilities to serve you and to support you, which I find really amazing. Because usually disciple and guru relationship is not like that, obviously. In the beginning, guru is always the worshipable person, and we go down and we are fearful. We have so much awe and reverence. But later on, we can see that in this stage of, confidentiality, also, Guru will give himself or herself to the disciple in that way. And I find that amazing to meditate about that. Is softening the heart so much, and also gives this gratitude for the possibility of this kind of relation to experience in Guru-disciple relation, because it is not always like that. It depends on the age, like you said, with Srimati Radhika and Swamini. Now this is like the young age, but now we have become mature in our spiritual aspirations, and we want to go in deep relationship. And also, Shri Guru is making this possible for us. It's amazing. To meditate about that is amazing. I feel the same with the maidservant and Srimati Radhika, and with the servant and Shri Guru. It's very similar.
Every rasa has a specific age. For example, in Vatsalya Rasa, Krishna is small boy and he up to 5 years. and he's giving special pleasure to Yashoda, and Yashoda always wants to see him like a young. Then he's making his pastimes with friends between 5 and 10, because in that age he can relish the most this friendship completely without any obligations or whatever. They're completely free, like young boys, you know, they're just jumping around, making jokes, foolish things. They don't care for anything. And this age is perfect, actually, for relishing that rasa. And Kishore age is perfect for relishing amorous pastimes. But it's not the same in the beginning of the Kishore age as in the end of Kishore age. And sometimes when Radhika comes, she starts from the beginning, and suddenly with Yoga Maya, when she comes in the Kunja, she changes, she becomes older. Yeah. And this is Udipan, which is supporting the Rasa. And that's it.
Yeah, I remember also that Lila when they are kids, they are going somewhere in some forest, and then I think Nanda Maharaj is giving Srimati Radhika to Mohan. You remember that, Lila? And it's like a stormy night or something, and they are small. And then they are kids, and then I remember, I don't know, I think it was from some parikrama or so, this Leela, I remember. And then Nanda Baba has to go somewhere else, and then he sends them off, you know, go home now, it's getting late or something, and then they become grown-ups, right? Yeah, it can switch at any time according to their feelings and their desires. Yeah.
So we try to relish this verse again. O Sri Radhike, glory to your adolescent, which is beautified by your newly sprouted, round bud-like breasts that steal the mind of enchanting Krishna. And glory to your hips that are widened by Rasika qualities. Eager Radhika now approaches the Kund, where the Prince of Braj is waiting for her. Srimati, who is in the beginning of youth, says, "O Saki, don't take me to that Kunj. I'm a young girl. I'm not ready yet to give pleasure to a man. I don't have the right age and the right mood yet." But the maidservant encourages Srimati and praises her youthful beauty. And knowing that Srimati is only interested in Krishna's happiness, she also glorifies Krishna's enchanting, youthful beauty. Shri Rupa Goswami writes, during the age of fresh youth, a girl's breasts are protruding slightly. She has restless eyes and a slight smile, and little is to be seen of her mood. knowing that Sri Radhika lives only for Krishna's pleasure. The maidservant says, "O Radhe, your fresh, youthful beauty enchants even the world enchanter Sri Krishna. Your beautiful, freshly arising breasts are very much desired by Shyam Sundar, and the beauty of your hips is increased by your tasty qualities." They will crush the mind of Rasamai, Krishna, who is full of spiritual flavors. O Radhe, don't be afraid. You are Krishna Aradhika, the worshipper of Krishna. Your sweet heart and mind are now likened to the sweetness of your fresh, youthful beauty. Go on to the Kunj. Yet let your adolescence now become useful in the company of your heart's lover. Let your sweet as adolescent reign supremely. Das ends the commentary on verse 45. So we're continuing verse 46. O Radhike, when can I hear your talks with the gallant of Braj, Sri Krishna, that makes your body sway on Cupid's high waves, and from whose each syllable an endless ocean of nectarian ras emanates from close by. O Radhike, when can I hear your beautiful talks with the gallant of Braj, Sri Krishna, that makes your body sway on Cupid's high waves, and from whose each syllable an endless ocean of nectarian ras emanates from close by. Commentary. In his Manjari Swarup, Shripad tells Swamini, "Hey Radhe, your sweet, youthful beauty steals even the heart of Krishna, who steals everyone else's heart. In this way, even the greatest thief is robbed." Shripad writes in his Sangeet Madhava, "The mind of Shyam, the moon of Sri Vrindavan, is hard to control. He steals the hearts of everyone in the world. But who will steal his heart? Remember Kishoramani Radha, who is most capable of doing that. In this way, the maidservant encourages Srimati to meet Krishna and to enjoy with him, although Radha is man bhav, the most anxious, ecstatic love personified. That is what is so special about Radha's maidservants. The maidservant sees that the beauty of the divine couple is even victorious over the blue and golden lotus flowers. Oceans of sweet nectar emanate from Radha's beautiful face and eyes, and enchant at the same time the prince of the cowherders. Through the holes in the foliage of the kunj, the manjari can see their sweet forms and their sweet words. The aspiring devotee should also become absorbed in such nectarian meditations. Srila Narottam Das Thakur sings, "Whatever I think of during my spiritual practice, I will attain when I reach perfection. This is the means of Raga Bhakti." The treasure I desire as a practitioner, I will get when I attain my spiritual body. It's just a question of being ripe or unripe. The unripe stage is the stage of practice, and the ripe stage is the stage of pure loving devotion. That is the essential truth about devotional practice. As a result of deep meditation, a devotee can hear each syllable of the divine couple's words. Shripad, in his kinkari form, sees that Shashimukhi means the moon-faced Radhika, speaks with the king of lovers with faltering voice and loving ecstasy. How sweet is that talk! Each syllable is sprinkled with the taste of Madana love. Oceans of nectarian ras emanate from each and every syllable. Krishna's body is swayed by the waves of increasing amorous desire when he hears these Rasika words. Sri Rupa Goswami says in Ujjwal Nilamani, an exchange of special statements and counter statements is called samlapa. Sri Krishna says, "O my dearest one, when the greatest miseries are sometimes generous, and when they see a suffering beggar, that can be seen in the world. Normally, you are very sad when you see someone else suffering. But still, you will not give me the nectar of your lips now, even if I pray to you for it. This is very amazing. Srimati replies, "Oh, most shameless boy! Unfortunately, my girlfriends acted as my enemies today by bringing me to your hands. That is not your fault at all. A hunter wanders from forest to forest to catch deer, and when he accidentally catches a golden deer, then that is a glorious moment for him. Similarly, you have now become so shameless to beg the housewives of Raj for the nectar of their lips." Hearing this, Krishna said, "Oh Gaurangi, when a fresh rain cloud holds the lightning to its chest, it becomes most beautiful and naturally becomes very proud of itself. The lightning should also consider herself to be most fortunate that she can beautify the fresh rain cloud by offering her golden luster to it. Shouldn't the rain cloud and the lightning know that they are no longer separate, tightly embrace each other?" Srimati says, "Oh Gokalananda, we are chaste housewives. How can we give up our adherence to your family traditions? We have come so far because we are obliged according to our family tradition."
On it? Right.
"Oh Gokalananda, we are chaste housewives. How can we give up our adherence to our family tradition? We have come so far because we are obliged according to our family traditions to pick flowers for worshipping the sun. Can you, as the Prince of Gokul, now suddenly give trouble to us, helpless housewives?" In this way, the sweet conversation goes on. From the churning of the celestial ocean of milk, only one pitcher of nectar came. But from each syllable of the divine couples, blissful conversation oceans of nectar emanate. The maidservant stands close by and swims in the lake of nectar that is created by this samlapa, by this conversation. Suddenly, the divine vision stops, and Shripad pitifully prays, "Oh, when will I relish your sweet conversations again? You have thrown me so far away. Take me closer to you." O Radhe, my goddess, this maidservant prays to your lotus feet, folding her hands on her head. O Varangi, fair-formed Radha's body is swayed and agitated by the rising waves of Cupid's ocean, while she speaks Rasika words with the lover of Braj and reclines on his body. Hundreds of streams of nectarian ras emanate from each syllable of the divine couple's nectarian talk. I will go to the yard of the Nikunj and stand there to listen to this honey-sweet talk while floating on the river of Prem. O Rai, O Queen of the Groves, all the words glorify you as the limitlessly merciful one. Sri Prabodhananda says, O moon of Vrishabhanu's dynasty, please fulfill my desire. Thus ends verse 46.
So we can see here how the art of kata is important. Kata is also the way of seva. Kata is also the way of exchange of love. And it should be learned from those who are experts in this loving exchange of words. So we sadhakas, we also have now in this moment opportunity in Vrindavan to listen and little share about this sublime kata which we are receiving through the eternal maidservants. So each syllable is a nectar. Each syllable is like a jewel which have power to change the heart of the sadhaka. So art of talking, kata, but also art of listening, shravanam. When the proper shravana is present and proper kata with full rasa, then the heart is trembling. Heart is so pleased. And to go deeper in this indirect conversation between Radha and Mohan, with the help of her manjari, we sadhakas can develop our spiritual life more and more and more. So, art of listening, art of kata, art of pata, reading also, is helping everyone to relish this rasa. And it's helping us to overcome the lower gunas, and is helping us to be more fixed in our real identities. So this is the way how we can really use these beautiful descriptions. Because the words of Acharyas are opening the windows, what's going on in reality of Vrindavan, which is covered in front of us. But we need our desire to do this and really open our heart to receive these valuable words. Syllable, each syllable is like a waterfall. And this waterfall should completely splash our hearts. Then change in the life will come. And in the beginning with Gurudev were talking actually how it's important to leave the madness in material life and go in the ocean of madness of this Rasa. So this is the way, by opening our ears, our heart, first to the words of Acharyas, and then through their words we will be open to the words of an exchange of conversation between Radha and Mohan. So I just want.
Thank you, so nice. And I was just meditating, yes, Unmada, no? We hear about this Unmada. And of course, I cannot yet see or feel this Unmada from Swamini, but we are lucky, we are hearing about it, like you said, or we are reading it. Maybe emotions are not so much touched yet, because my heart and my mind are still very much conditioned by coverings of feelings that I have learned in my existence and that are not so much elevated. But I know that I am a soul and that my feelings from soul to soul, from my heart to Radha Mohan's heart, to Gauranga's heart, are eligible. You know, they have the yearning and also the inherited possibility to feel on such a high level of love that at the moment I cannot even grasp. But I'm yearning. And then I thought, okay, good. We heard yesterday Rupa Goswami, and that yearning is important, that utsahan, that he always expresses in his nectar of instruction, that utsahan is important. And sometimes I feel even that utsahan, it doesn't come to me.
Enthusiasm.
Enthusiasm, that inspiration to, yes, I need that. So that enthusiasm is like a prerequisite or like a level to come to some kind of feelings or madness as it is described. So we are in Vrindavan and today is a very special day. Let's have some utsahan, some enthusiasm for Radha Mohan today. They are coming here to this planet, to this place, to this wonderful land of Vrindavan, which externally looks not so fantastic. But internally, on the spiritual level, this is the most beautiful and most pure land of love, of the goddess of love. And I want to share with you because we were preparing, and many devotees are preparing. We are sitting here listening Katha, but many devotees are preparing for a wonderful festival day today. They are cooking, they are sewing, they are making the dress, they are doing so many things to make this ashram beautiful and prepare a wonderful festival of love. We are doing Abhishek today, we are bathing, and everyone can bring their Radha Mohans. When I was shopping the other day to get some decorations for the altar and for Radha Mohan Sringa, jewelry and stuff like that, then I was drawn to one shop and I just looked at some things and I said to the shopkeeper, I'm going to buy for Srimati Radhika something, Radha Mohan for Munge Mandir. And he said, oh, Munge Mandir. I said, yes. He said, Radha Mohan from Munge Mandir. I said, yes. He said, my grandfather's grandfather was making, they appeared through his hands. So I was really feeling very much blissful and enthusiastic that Radharani had sent me to that shop to get her shringa, to get her decorations from the hands of that family in which they chose to appear. And I was thinking, yeah, it looks so ordinary. It looks so ordinary what they are doing, right? They are sitting on the floors of their shops and they have the piece of brass or whatever they are using, it looks like metal. But through them, through generations of those who have been, so-called carvers, Radha Mohan appeared and they are blessing us here for generations. To think also like this, like Gurudev's father and his grandfather prepared for us this opportunity. This makes me very enthusiastic, and I feel we are all very blessed to be here together today and to be open to receive more love, more feelings, and a real opportunity to come in my eternal love consciousness, which is called Swarup, that eternal form in which I can also hear them speak, in which Srimati Radhika will speak to me. But I felt also being in that, in that little dusty road of Vrindavan, in one of those little dusty shops, I felt that Srimati Radhika was speaking to me also. She said, look, you don't know, but this is where I come from. I appeared from the hands from this family of carvers, and the grandfather of Gurudev, he was picking me up here. Probably they had a relationship, and that's so amazing to go into these meditations. Even it gives me some feeling of belonging, and gives me some feeling of that Swamini is also talking to me. She is there, she is watching all of our steps in all of our little endeavors, and we are guided and we are blessed. And today is another special day to be blessed, to feel guided and to feel enthusiastic that this has come into my life, and I have a great chance and I have a great future, and everything is very, very positive, and so many feelings are going also in this kind of gratitude. And also I want to invite everyone at 9 o'clock. We have also a special occasion at the gate I'm inviting you on behalf of my dear Guru Sunna also, who has put a lot of love and desire to serve into that making it happen and being in the service of Mungaraj Mandir, to make Mungaraj Mandir a place of love and to feel at home, so that this generator can be inaugurated today. It will help with the electricity facility, and also, by the way, the whole electric system was renewed of Mungaraj Mandir. So that is a lot of power there. We want to increase the power on all levels, the power of service, of doing, any little thing that anyone could do to help all the devotees being here, to keep the power flow strong, so that the lightning and the blue cloud can always meet. Radhe.
You have to be ready for it.
Yes.
9 after
After inauguration, no, would it?
and then immediately Kirtan will start in 10.
Kirtan, inauguration 9 o'clock. Please be punctual. There will also be some chai and some
Juice.
Juice.
I don't know, something.
Yeah, we have prepared something good. And then Abhishek will be, so please take your showers, dress up like a very festive day, and let's be happy together.
Then it's
Jai Nitai.